My name is Jody Lindley, and I'm an assistant professor of higher education and student affairs in the College of Education.
My name is Shuhui Lin. I go by my last name Lin. I work as an International Student Support Retention Coordinator in ISSS, and I'm also a graduate student in the Higher Education and Student Affairs program.
Hi, I'm Bruce Harold.
I'm Elliot Burkhardt. I'm a first-year MD PhD student.
Hi, my name is Angela Ibrahim Olin, and I'm a hall coordinator in Hillcrest Hall with University Housing and Dining.
Hi, I'm Ken Brown, Professor and Associate Dean of the Tippie College of Business.
Hey, my name's Emily Olda.
Hi, my name's Mary Harold, and I am the parent of a transgender child.
Hi, I'm Sarah Hansen. I'm Assistant Vice President in the Division of Student Life.
Hi, I'm Barry Butler. I'm Provost at the University of Iowa.
Hi, I'm Tom Rockland, Vice President for Student Life.
Hello, my name is Richard Banajas. I am the Director of Admissions here at the College of Pharmacy at the University of Iowa.
My name is Sean Finn, and I'm a second-year undergrad, and I'm the President of the UI Trans Alliance.
Cassie Harrington, Hall Coordinator of Dom Hall.
My name is Terry Schnell, and I'm a Coordinator for Student Life Assessment and Initiatives in the Division of Student Life.
I'm Will Story, and I'm an Assistant Professor in the Department of Community and Behavioral Health in the College of Public Health.
Hi, I'm Georgina Dodge, the university's Chief Diversity Officer and Associate Vice President and Title IX Coordinator.
Gabriela Rivera, Assistant Director of Diversity, Inclusion, and Student Success.
So my name is James Hirsch. I'm studying journalism and English here at the University of Iowa.
Barry Schreier, Director of University Counseling Services and Clinical Professor in the program in Counseling Psychology.
My preferred name is Maureen.
Hi, I'm Megan Dial. I'm a second-year master's student in the Higher Education and Student Affairs program, and I work with Orientation Services.
So my name is Lee Seedorf, and I am Senior Associate Director with International Student and Scholar Services.
Hi, my name is Becky Wilson, and I am the Assistant Director for Student Success within Residence Education.
My name is Kyra Say, and I'm an Educational Services Support Associate for the Chief Diversity Office.
My name is Megan Shore. I'm the Violence Prevention Program Coordinator out of the Women's Resource and Action Center.
Tab Wiggins, Multicultural Initiatives Coordinator.
My name is Virginia Ibrahim Olin, and I'm the Assistant Director for Contracts and Assignments in University Housing and Dining.
Hi, my name is Lynn Reddington. I am the Assistant Vice President and Dean of Students at the University of Iowa.
My name is Reverend Anna Bladel, and I am the Executive Director and Campus Minister at the University of Iowa Wesley Foundation.
Hi, my name is Katie Mborick, and I'm a family doctor at the University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics, and I'm co-director of our LGBTQ clinic.
At the University of Iowa, we are changing the way we ask for and use students' names and pronouns of reference. These changes give students the agency to tell us what name and pronouns to use in our communication and interaction with them. Current students will be able to update their preferred name and gender pronouns in the My UI system, and new applicants to the university will be able to tell us their preferred name, gender, and pronouns alongside their legal name and sex assigned at birth.
She, her, hers. They, them, their, or theirs. He, him, his. Sie, zim, zir, hier, zirs, hears.
My pronouns are she, her, and hers.
My preferred gender pronoun is she, her, and hers.
My pronouns are he, him, and his.
My pronouns are he, his, him.
I use she, her, and hers pronouns.
My pronouns are he, him, and his.
She, her, hers, and they, them, their.
My gender pronouns are she, her, and hers.
My preferred pronouns are he, him, and his.
My preferred pronouns are he, him, and his.
My pronouns are he, him, and his.
And my pronouns of preference are she, her, and hers.
My pronouns are she, her, and hers.
My pronouns are he, him, his.
My pronouns of preference are she, her, hers.
Her, hers, her.
and my preferred pronouns are he, him, and his.
My pronouns are he, him, his.
Pronouns are she, her, and hers.
My pronouns are she, her, and hers.
Preferred pronouns are either she or they variations.
My gender pronouns are she, her, and hers.
My pronouns of reference are she, her, and hers.
And my pronouns of reference are she, her, and hers.
She, her, hers. My pronouns of reference are she, her, and hers.
My preferred pronouns are she, her, hers.
They, them, and theirs, please.
My pronouns are she, her, and hers.
Many international students also use an English name during their time at the University of Iowa.
Many students just have a preferred name that doesn't match their legal name.
Trans-identified students have to carry the burden and stress of disclosing their gender identity or risk being misnamed or misgendered.
80% of trans students report feeling unsafe at school due to their gender identity.
58.7% of gender nonconforming students have had their gender identity be the cause of verbal harassment while on campus.
One of the things I think about when I think about our trans students is they are students. And they are bearing all the burdens and liabilities and pressures and stresses that every student bears, whether it's academic, personal, interpersonal, social, economic. And then, on top of all of that, is I have several more layers to manage, which is feeling misunderstood, feeling misgendered, having to correct, having to decide should I correct, having to wonder when somebody kind of treats me slightly different, is it because of this? And probably never knowing, but always having the question and the wonderment.
When I first started school here as an undergrad student, I went by my first name, Shu Hui, and for about a semester I realized that it is really difficult for people to pronounce and remember me by my first name, Shu Hui. So that's when I started to go by my last name, Lin. Hopefully that it will be easier to remember and also pronounce correctly by people. And then after that, I've been go by Lin, and in some way it's more like I hope to have a way to present myself more consistently.
So before I started medical school here, I was a research assistant in the College of Medicine, and that was before I started my transition. So I was still going with my birth name and she, her, hers. And when I was ready to transition, I came out to my lab, and they were really open with me, and they used my correct pronouns right away. They were getting it right when I was still getting it wrong.
And I think that, having your pronouns be correct and using them in the schools is really important because they really help with being more comfortable in the class and having, being surrounded with, good vibes and getting able to get schoolwork done and completed properly.
Last year, when I was a first-year student coming into the University of Iowa, I was very nervous because I had to send emails to all of my professors before the first day of class, telling them what my name was and that it wouldn't match up with the name that they were given and what my pronouns were. And it was there was a lot of anxiety for me on the first day of class because I had to think about if my professor was actually going to use that name, if they were going to use the right pronouns.
One thing that was really important that happened to me last semester actually was when my French professor asked me my preferred pronouns based on what I was using in my homework and everything, which in English, when you say I'm smart, you don't necessarily change the spelling of that word to indicate your gender. But in French and many other languages, that's something that you do. And so just having a professor kind of pick up on something that I was kind of subconsciously doing in my homework and asking me if I was comfortable in the classroom and everything, that kind of gave me the courage to actually go out and seek gender therapy and realize that that is something that I can actually pursue while I'm in the University of Iowa. So I actually got my first shot of testosterone yesterday. So that's kind of starting the physical transition for me. And one thing that was crucial in order to get approved for testosterone and hormone replacement therapy was to be able to document my process as living out as a male. And one thing that is really cool is I can actually pull up all of the emails that I received from my professors agreeing to call me by my preferred name and my preferred pronouns, so that's just kind of nice in terms of the paperwork side of transitioning.
Just ask.
Just ask.
Ask.
Just ask.
Just ask.
And I would encourage people to always ask what the student prefers. Don't assign them a name that they haven't told you that they want you to use.
It only takes a minute to ask someone their pronouns.
It only takes a few minutes to ask a person what name they prefer.
Don't make assumptions.
Have students create name cards in class or meetings with their names and pronouns listed.
When emailing a student, use their preferred name.
As faculty, when you start a class and want to get to know the students, take a moment to ask them what name they prefer. The students appreciate it, it's the right thing to do, and quite frankly, it only takes a few minutes.
And let students use their preferred name in conversations and during class.
And I want you to know that on any document, unless it is legally binding, students can use their preferred names.
A few examples of places that students can use their preferred names are employee name tags, email signatures, and door decorations in the residence halls. The opportunities are endless.
I ask that everyone acknowledge that people are entitled to the respect they deserve to identify themselves as they see themselves. And please remember to do that when you meet somebody who needs to express that to you. Accept it and respect it.
Don't try to figure out a way to not use pronouns. Once you know a student's pronouns, use them.
So you can't see it because I'm sitting down, but I'm about 6 feet tall, and oftentimes people will misgender me. If you make a mistake, own it and move past it. Don't dwell on it. So for example, oftentimes people will say, "Sir, how can I help you?" to me, but then correct yourself and say, "Ma'am," or just "How can I help you?" There's no need to use the incorrect gender pronoun for myself.
If you're out and about and when you interact with people, if you hear them using the wrong pronouns or misgendering a person, stop and correct them, and then you can keep going along.
Modeling correct use of pronouns will have a positive impact on your students.
Here at the University of Iowa, we are striving to challenge the gender binary which society reinforces in spaces all around us. What that means is we want to encourage all of our cis faculty, staff, and students to educate themselves, be proactive, and find tangible ways that they can spend their privilege to make a more affirming campus at the individual and systemic level here at the University of Iowa.
As co-director of the LGBTQ clinic, one of the things that we really made sure happened before we opened our doors was that all of our staff had a clear handle on how to create a welcoming and affirming environment for our patients. And the very first thing that all of us do when we walk into a patient's room is we introduce ourselves with our preferred name and our preferred pronouns, and we ask the patients what name they would like to be called and what pronouns that they use. We find that this is the most important way that we can make everyone feel like this is a safe place for them to be.
Including being the first state university to admit women on an equal basis with men in 1855. In 2013, the University of Iowa became the first public university in the U.S. to allow students to identify as transgender on their admission application. Now, in 2016, the University of Iowa will become one of the first universities in the nation to ask for students' gender pronouns.
Please help us make the University of Iowa an inclusive and welcoming place for all of our students.
Don't make assumptions. Help us make the University of Iowa as inclusive and affirming as possible. Thank you.